Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about a sun in Sagittarius. This is an uneasy sun. He's involved in the eclipse. He's going to have a Ketu conjunction. He's going to have a Saturn conjunction. And sun is a very key planet. And when he is uneasy, we can feel a bit of it as well. So let us explore. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking about Sun in Sagittarius. The Sun in Sagittarius is from 16th of December to 14th of January. Now, 16th of December is a Gandanta position as Sun moves from Scorpio to Sagittarius is always unsettled energy. And as I've been talking about that this is also time for Sankranti. So Sankranti is a day when sun is in between signs and very important to do some spiritual work, meditation, internalizing yourself, thinking what has passed in November, December, and then what is going to happen, and just to balance yourself and center yourself. If you are doing it every month, it is very useful for you. And then 14th of January is a festival. It is Pongal, it is Makar Sankranti, so very positive. I'll put a link about that in down below so that you can study about that festival as well. But sun is not easy. Every year there are 2 solar eclipses, and the month of the solar eclipse, the mighty sun is eclipsed. So, it is going through some transition, it's going through some change, and it's highlighting the change. So the countries where the eclipse is taking place, those countries will be affected, but the whole world gets affected by it. And I've made 3 videos on the eclipses, and I'll put a link to that and you can study them separately. So we have 26th of December, the eclipse, and then during the eclipse, sun is not conjoined Ketu to the exact degree. The Ketu conjunction comes later, sometimes earlier, sometimes later, but in this case, it is later. And so the Sun Ketu conjunction is on 30th of December. Ketu is always more powerful than the Sun because Ketu and Rahu both can eclipse the Sun. So this is when the mighty Sun is subservient to Ketu's energy. So Ketu is more spiritualizing, not so materialistic. It doesn't deal with power. It wants you to let go of those things. It can feel rejected. It can crush your ego if it wants to. So that day is not such a good, easy day. So just take care. And then because Saturn is also in Sagittarius on 13th, Saturn is also Sun conjunction. This is an annual conjunction, never easy. And, this is sort of towards the end of all the difficult issues. So just be very cautious around 13th. Before that is a lunar eclipse as well. I will be doing a separate video on lunar eclipse. I haven't done that as yet, but you can listen to that. So this is a volatile energy, and what is our challenge is to try to keep it calm and be careful. Now, Sun and is with Jupiter and Mercury. They are benefic planets, but Jupiter is combusted by the Sun, so he's not functioning fully, especially in December part of this Sun's transit. And Mercury will also get combust, so it's working very hard. And check out my Mercury video as well. So, the Sun itself is not really able to take advantage of the Sagittarius transit. So by the time Sun comes into Sagittarius next year, Ketu will have moved on. So this is the last year of the Sagittarius transit that is not so easy, and the eclipses and Saturn, Ketu. So everything will have moved on by next year. But this year we have to pass that energy, and each one of you where Sagittarius is, that gets affected. So just a reminder again that all aspects can be studied from your ascendant and your moon sign. A lot of you are asking about the sun sign. You can look at it from the sun sign as well, but traditionally in Vedic astrology, we look at all the transits by from the moon sign. But I have found in practice that looking at from the ascendant is also very important. So if you're regular to this channel, then you know this, but I'm just clarifying it again. So Sun in Aries, for Aries, Sun is a very important planet, and it is in the 9th house, but it is about study and knowledge and good luck. But at this stage, that is not a feeling that you can get. But fortunately for you, your ascendant ruler is quite strong, and he is in Scorpio in its own sign after the 25th. So you are able to deal with it much better. Then we look at Taurus. So Taurus, it is all the 8th house again. I made a video about Venus in Capricorn, so do check that out. But Venus in Sun is part of the 6 planets in Sagittarius, which is your 8th house. So 8th house means unexpected changes, unsteady energy. And this is all the last crescendo of it. So after that, everything disperses. So, but be cautious around this time and try to detach yourself from situations. Don't get involved in things that are not necessary to be involved in. Gemini, Sun is highlighting marriage, relationships, partnerships, other people, 7th house. So it is an eclipse. It is not the easy energy this month, so be conscious of it. And I've spoken about it number of times, and Mercury is also getting combust with the Sun, so you can feel quite exhausted or burnt out. So slowly and cautiously is the best way to deal with it. Cancer, Sun is in the 6th house of obstacles and difficulties, and usually Sun does well in the 6th house, but eclipse is there and all these conjunctions are there. And I would say that the thing you have to be careful is about your money. So financially, you can get into some obstacles, and so don't try to have short-term money gain. Do things in the straightforward way. That would be the best thing. And if you find obstacles, then kind of deal with it, or wait till Sun moves out of the eclipse zone and Saturn zone and all the other zones. Then we have Leo. You are most affected by this transit. This is your Lagna Lord or your Moon Lord, and it is important for you. This transit is the difficult one of the year. It is, you will first face the eclipse, then you'll face Ketu, then you'll face Saturn. For all these things, it is better to be upfront, honest, and early Gandanta as well. So there are 4 challenges for you, and depending on what dasha you're in, I would say that this month is very cautious, careful, and don't work on your ego, work on your humility, and be open to situations. And I would say cautious for the month. Virgo, Sun is highlighting 4th house, home, happiness. You may be thinking, I want to make some changes. I want to do beautify my home, do different things. Now, because Mercury is also not in its best mood, and I yet to make the Mercury video, but it will come on in a few days. So just be extra careful with your restlessness, with the difficulty. Focus more on your creativity and good ideas, where Venus is highlighting that area. Libra, because Venus is well placed for you, you are pretty much okay. And this eclipse, everything is happening in the third house. Sun is in the third house. Third house is connected to siblings, but it is also connected to personal effort and courage and confidence. So I would say don't be overconfident. If you know that this is a disruptive time and your communications may feel a bit blocked, but I think that the biggest advantage for you is that Venus is not involved in all the drama. It is not combust, it's nothing. So you can definitely cope with the situation. Scorpio, Sun is a very good planet for you. It rules your career area. So I would say that in your career, in your ambitions, there can be some obstacle. And also, savings. You have the Gandanta transit, you have the eclipse, Ketu, Saturn, all those things. So this is not a time to expand. This is not a time to think about getting that better position or starting something new. This is the time just to let the time pass. I would say that is the most important thing. Sagittarius, Sun is a great planet for you. But Sun is combusting Jupiter, your Lagna Lord. It is a part of all the difficulties. So you may feel that, your luck is not in your favor and things are not happening. But let me tell you that next year, things are really going to help for you. So this is the last bit that you are going through. So just deal with it and stay calm. Capricorn, Sagittarius is your 12th house. Sun is there. All the planets are there. This is a month of expenses. And then the Sun-Saturn conjunction, that means that Saturn is combusted, you're burnt out, you have been dealing with a lot of these things. So I would say that this Sagittarius ascendant, Sagittarius transit is important for you to just patient, take your time, look after your health, care for yourself. And pressures are there, but everything is not under your control. That is the problem, and you do like control, and at this stage it isn't. Aquarius, Sun is in your 11th house of money and profit. It's a pretty good transit from that point of view, but towards the end of the transit and 13th, maybe 12th as well, Saturn is getting combust, so you feel a little bit burnt out. And Sun, Saturn always, means your issues get hidden. And so I would still say that even though this transit is highlighting financial things and opportunities and profits, you go carefully, don't overdo it. Pisces, the transit is in your 10th house, the eclipse, the sun, and your ascendant ruler, moon ruler, is combust. So you need to take care. There's too much happening in your life and too many opportunities, yet not all of them are just as good. So I would say that don't make any decision till after the sun has moved on, and then the decisions will be more positive for you, and you can look at that in a good way. So that is it for Sun in Sagittarius, and do check out my 2020 videos because they are giving you an overview of 2020 and especially about the positive aspect of 2020 because we are exhausted. I'm also exhausted, all the difficult energies, and I'm looking forward to giving a number of good newses for you. So all the best. Thank you.